Kimmy's luck was absolute trash tier. He caught a glitch-level disease, literally the only case to ever exist. Worst part? Doc gave him 6 months before game over. Life was just a toxic grind. Zero loot, no fun allowed. But the real deal-breaker was knowing he'd die holding his V. Then fate trolled him hard, hit the jackpot the same day he got the bad news. Mad cash stacks, but totally useless when you're about to expire. So yeah, he kicked the bucket. But death wasn't the logout screen. He respawned as a broke, bald skeleton grunt, basically a level 1 mob. His new gig was to eat anyone beefing with the demon world. He grinded XP, hard, efficient, and ruthless, deleting every enemy threat. When he finally secured the bag for Demonkin, saving them from ruin, they hyped him up as the big boss, the Demon King Supreme. One thing triggered him though. His name was Isaac, but everyone kept trolling him by calling him Isaac. Dumb or on purpose, who knows? He stopped caring. The clout was nice, but not his main quest. Bro just wanted his human skin back. No ego trip, just wanted the basic stuff he missed out on. Munchies, feeling pain, normal, daily drama. Boring stuff was now a steer luxury to him. So he marched up to the godly VIP section, holding the enemy boss's head like a receipt for the job. Since all the haters were now wrecked, it was time to cash out. The deal was simple. Quest complete equals human body restored. Gods were shook. That quest was a 500-year grind. Isaac speedrun it in barely any time. Big issue. They were totally capping about the reward. It was supposed to be impossible, a permatrap to keep him working. But there he was, demanding his loot. One god tried to stall with side quests, but Isaac smelt the BS. His skull wasn't empty. Got played once, wasn't letting it slide again. He raged so hard, the whole heavens server lagged. Gods actually flinched at his power level. Big mistake. They panicked and pulled out their ultimate cheat code, a band art to seal monsters. They wrote his name on some creepy bug thing. The spell was basically an instant banhammer. If your name's on it, you're frozen. No hacks allowed. It was their ultimate, game over trap, built to box Isaac forever. But Isaac wasn't gonna let them turn him into some zero stat bug. Eternal jail or total delete? Easy choice. He's taken option. A massive power spike burst from his gut, getting way more glitchy by the second. The gods were too slow. A huge boom shook their whole server. Dust clears. Isaac's gone. Just a tiny caterpillar trap left there. Spotting it, the gods figured their master plan actually worked. The big bad demon king was finally put in timeout. With him deleted, they were sure nothing could block their path. Time to recharge and make sure they stayed top dogs forever. But one big brain god stayed super suspicious about it. He told the squad, "Yo, don't get too comfy yet. Baddies like Isaac always So, he pitched a new fix. They'd craft the ultimate saint avatar down on Earth. Someone buff enough to banhammer every single demon. Another god was like, "Dude, the price on that is insane. Making a saint needs a huge sacrifice. Drains your battery dry." The volunteer didn't blink. "Chill. It's gonna be a breeze. Just needed the right soul to install into that saint box." As for Isaac, they thought he was bugged out in that trap forever. Can't wait to see the scary demon boss? Stuck as a weak insect till the end of time. Or so they guessed. Now, let's switch to our main guys. After getting played by those trash gods, Isaac wakes up confused. He respawned, but not as a warrior, as a drooling baby. How? No clue. 1 second he's exploding. Next he's here. Only logic. Those losers definitely botched the seal spell. While he's lying there trying to figure out this weird mess, the maid nearby gets hype. The saint is awake. Then it clicks. He ain't in some random noob's body. He's inside the saint those gods planned to make. At first, he thinks, jackpot. He wanted to be human, right? He's back. But checking the staff, something's super sketchy. Their faces, how they move. 0 of them look actually stoked to see him breathing. Then one grabs a bottle with sus green goop. Isaac screams, "Nope." Brain goes full panic. He literally just got a new life. No way he's checking out immediately after spawning in. The creep with the bottle smirks and mutters a fake sorry. Isaac doesn't know what that juice is, and he ain't tasting it. The second the servant tries to jam the nipple into his mouth, he dodges like a pro ninja in a diaper. Head swerves left, right ducking every shot of that gross liquid. The staff starts freaking out. Why won't the saint drink? Isaac's got a point. Honestly, just spawned in a human bod, dying to poison now. Major vibe kill. But he's stressing over something bigger. How'd he glitch into this meat suit anyway? Then he clocks it. Isaac. The help is using his old underworld handle. Same tag the gods used to ban him. Epiphany time. Isaac is just a remix of his real name. Even the gods used that alias for the seal. Wrong name on the spell? That's why he didn't get deleted. Instead, he respawned as a baby. Evil little smirk hits his face. Those losers totally botched the seal. Servants see the grin and think, jackpot. They jam the bottle in before he can dodge. He rages. but baby muscles. Useless. Realizes he's stuck and just quits. Liquid hits his tongue and he gags. Tastes like raw veggie sludge. Gnarly. Not poison, at least, but honestly, poison might be an upgrade. Then what? Bad vibes incoming. Gut punch. They totally spiked the drink. Meanwhile, back at Hello's main base, wrinkly old Bishop is grinning like a creep. He figures Isaac, that saint wannabe, is totally toast. Best feeling ever. Then the room gets heavy. Someone's here. Emperor Alexander walks in like a boss. Not a chill visit. He's on a mission. Here to check the Ashwa kit. The one the bishop tried to delete. Everyone bows down fast. Standard procedure? Alex ignores them, asks why Grandpa is here. Bishop puts on his fake face, acting totally innocent about his visit. Figured the Emperor was doing the same. Suddenly, someone starts screaming outside. Messenger bursts in, losing his mind. Drama. With Isaac, tension is high. Whatever it is, it sucks. Bishop acts cool, but he's hyped inside. This is it. His scheme worked. Alex and the squad sprint to the room. Super intense vibes. Bishop follows, smirking, ready to watch him croak. But when they pulled up, total reality check. No dead body chilling on the floor. No drama. No poison boy twitching out. Just Isaac vibing, looking fresh. Except for the massive food baby. Staff spilled the tea. Isaac chugged a scary amount of veggie juice. Matter of fact, he had already downed 15 bottles of the gross stuff. Kinda funny to the crew. But, for the bishop, total soul crush moment. Brain bro. Kid drank 15 poison bottles enough to delete a normie. Yet here he is. 0 damage taken. To get how Isaac survived. Insane poison load. Gotta rewind to sip number 1 of that juice. The S.I.K. hit his gut. Vibes were off. Creepy energy creeping in. Weird, but kinda familiar too. Took to sex for Isaac to clock it. Holy poison. Nasty toxin meant to wreck a holy dude's powers. Slow burner. But drink enough and it's game over. Normally, that's an instant rip. But Isaac ain't your basic saint wannabe. Extaman King here. That poison was demon mana, not deadly, ... It was a snack. Nah, a 5-star feast. Like top-tier soda or epic munchies, he could binge forever. Honestly, it was totally addictive. Like that magic salad mortals love a little too much. So naturally, bottle 1 down, he screams for a refill. Clueless servants were happy to hook him up. Their job was to force-feed him the poison anyway. More, the merrier. But Isaac wasn't faking it. He was actually hyped to suck up every last drop. That venom in his veins wasn't just hurting him. Let him hack into the weird unconscious zone. Deep in that zone, at the dead center, he had a goal. Make a mana core. Started ASAP. Fire popped in his hands as he channeled that poison mana. Since a mana core is key for magic later, gotta prep it first. But the easy part turned into a total mess. Mana went wild inside him, and boom, force rocked him, nearly knocked him out cold. Smoke clears. He expects a massive L, maybe, but what he saw was something else entirely. Cores usually come in red, blue, or green. That's the rules. Yet this thing was white. Pure, glaring white. No clue what it meant. But the color wasn't the big issue. That tiny, unfinished core was radiating totally insane vibes. Lod said nah, but this thing was legit terrifying. It gave him chills, but not the bad kind. Dude grinned like a psycho. No curse here. Total, hidden gem. Way cooler than he ever imagined. Stuffing god-tier power into his scrawny bod. So hype. If he grinds hard and pushes past the limit, he's gonna turn into an absolute beast. No cap. Feeling that new power, his mind flashed back to his old life, died a total loser with 0 win. Just wanted to stay alive. That desperation spawned him as a bald, bony he grinded XP like crazy, crafting his own custom hacks. Looks like he kept his stats in New Game Plus. While Isaac zoned out, his minions started panicking. He was AFK too long. They thought it was game over. Did he just rage quit life? Mission failed. Then, boom! Silence broke. Isaac just threw a finger up out of nowhere, pointed at the roof, and screamed at full volume. His order. Yo, give me more of that toxic juice. Alex and the squad chilled out. Wasn't a disaster. Even our boy Isak finally thought he was getting clapped for sure. Safe now. But Loki, bro, was seconds from death. Then Isaac clocked the bishop, giving him the stink eye like he bit a lemon. Why so salty? Did Isaac hog the snacks? Is eating against the server rules? Whatever, no time to stress. Actin' sus, draws eat. Play the dumb noob kid. Meanwhile, Bishop Dude was literally shaking mad. He expected the kid to be coughing blood and dying. Instead, Isaac's just chilling with a troll face. Old Dude was absolutely bugging out. Pause. Rewind a few days to get the lore. Holy HQ dropped a massive update. Saint status wasn't just a title. It unlocked Empire admin rights. And in this one, fancy dude's head, that power was his. Blondie in the castle looked salty. He wasn't a bot. He knew why fams were rushing their kids for the saint role. Zero god stuff. 100% politics. No way he's letting a rich noob steal his loot. That loyal simp of a bishop who got fired like 2 days later stepped up, trying to look useful. He promised his boss everything was chill. All the other candidates totally dealt with, but Goldilocks wasn't buying it. He heard some hot tea. Rumor was a new saint kid popped up at House Schwa, and that fam is basically besties with the emperor. If true, big drama. The bishop started yeah, this just got way more complicated. But he bounced back and told his boss to relax. Whoever this kid is, he's toast before the emperor even notices him. But Golden Boy wasn't vibing with that. He hates loose ends. If the bishop was so sure, he needed to go check the body himself. And who was this power-hungry blondie? None other than Cardinal Harry Barrett, head honcho of House Barrett. His goal, yeets every rival so his own fam gets the saint spot. Back to now. The old dude was staring at the extremely alive kid in front of him. He was panicking hard. Mission failed, and he was totally screwed. The cardinal was going to end him for this. He just stood there sweating, basically planning his own funeral. Meanwhile, Alexander was obsessed with Isaac's platinum hair. It looked just like the Empire's OG founder. That made the bishop almost explode with rage. Comparing this brat to the founder, total cringe. If glares worked, Isaac would be dust by now. While the bishop raged, Isaac was connecting the dots. He heard your majesty, and it finally clicked. This dude is literally the emperor. Alex kept chatting, totally ignoring the salty bishop. He even said Isaac was holier than the Pope. Saint Matero confirmed. Hearing that made Isaac choke. Wait? What? Him a saint? The Extaman king? Definitely not on his bingo card. The bishop was losing it. The emperor liked the kid way too much. He had to move fast. He turned to Alex and asked to check the kid out himself. He claimed something was sus about the boy. No baby chugs, veggie juice, that isn't Lee. Alexander didn't see anything weird about a saint crushing some monk grub. To him, it made sense. Meanwhile, Isaac was lagging. How is the Demon King now a saint? Talk about a plot twist nobody asked for. But the bishop wouldn't quit. He demanded to inspect the kid. Finally, Alex said yes, but with one catch, stuck waiting until the house squad finally rolled up. Meanwhile, our boy was casually burping out the funky demon vibes he couldn't hold in after his snack. But the split second, he clocked his mistake, he face-bombed hard. Yikes, did he just out himself? Oh yeah, big time. Cause now that sketchy geezer was staring daggers, definitely sensing the dark mojo. Just like that, boom, perfect excuse to grill the kid. As the bishop creeped up looking smug, our guy just had to grit his teeth and pray. Dude was totally convinced this kid was a fake saint wannabe. He swore Isaac was packing sketchy mana, yelled for an inquisitor to come check the receipts. ASAP. Alex though, totally losing his chill. Hearing this old coot yapping nonsense was seriously frying his brain. Reading the room, the bishop tried to chill everyone out, saying no stress, cause the Pope already picked the winner. And guess who? Some kid from House Barrett, obviously. That info actually made Alex pump the brakes. Super sus that the Pope just happened to pick a kid from his own crew. Meanwhile, Isaac finally connected the dots. So that's why this crusty dude wants to end me. Bishop snatched Isaac up, yelling he needed to drag the kid to a priest for a vibe check. But before he got far, the emperor literally blocked him. Alex kept his voice low-key, but scary, serious. He told the bishop, back off the royal besties, and suggested rescheduling that test. The old creep froze. Right there. Visibly steamed, but he wasn't quitting. He switched tactics, dropping a not-so-subtle threat. Apparently, the prince's big party happens only after the saint is locked in. Basically, the Pope was trolling the emperor. No saint approval, no son recognition. Even Isaac could see the game plan. And he was salty. Not because he wanted the gig? Heck no. That job is just drama and risks, blowing his demon cover. But he absolutely couldn't let them check him either. Way worse. Then a genius idea hit his tiny evil brain. Instantly, he pumped mana into the baby bottle and smashed it right into the bishop's mug. The hit was gnarly. Teeth flew, blood sprayed, and the geezer stumbled back, mouth totally wrecked. Watching teeth soar, Isaac did what any good kid does. He giggled, pretending to be a clumsy tot, having fun. The old guy couldn't process how a toy hurt that bad. But Isaac, he just kept acting like an innocent little angel. Like he didn't just use the guy's face as a drum set. The emperor's eyes basically turned into anime sparkles watching the kid's raw power. He didn't hesitate to make the call. Yup, this kid is definitely the saint. Meanwhile, Gramps was shook, wondering how a shrimp packed so much holy juice. But Isaac wasn't finished. Nope. He swung that bottle, again bonk. And again, and again. Total button-mashing beatdown at this point. Definitely not the geezer's best Tuesday. The emperor, he was living for this drama. Watching a totally OP candidate go ham was pure gold. Isaac just wanted to finish the job. He buffed the bottle with magic, winding up for the cake, but mid-swing, his powers glitched out. Every time he used mana, weird, holy vibes leaked in, which made 0 sense. Those two stats don't stack. They were like oil and water, totally incompatible. Gotta be that manicorn inside him remixing his skills in ways he didn't get. Before he could break that, Gramps rage quit, grabbed the bottle, and yeeted it across the room. Fizz, looking scary. He pointed a shaky finger at the kid. Heretic, no doubt about it. Someone, exercise this brat. Stat. Isaac wasn't waiting for that cuisine to finish, though. He reached into the old dude's coat and yoinked out a gross, shriveled hand. The second that thing appeared, the old man went pure terror, realizing he was busted. The crowd saw it too. FYI, for those in the back, that wasn't some Halloween prop, it was a legit high-tier demon corpse. Basically a cursed totem. Things like that slurp up demon monosupa. Dangerous stuff. The geezer had been lugging that nightmare fuel around like a spare battery. Gramps totally freaked out. How'd the kid know? His brain short-circuited. But Isaac didn't pause. He just tossed the cursed item on the floor. Dead silence for a hot second. Then, snap. Isaac unleashed the monster sealed inside. Crowd went wild. Isaac stood there looking legendary. Total flex. A shadow lich popping up. Put the Emperor on red alert instantly. He roared through the temple, glaring at the Barrett family's bishop, demanding to know why the heck a demon was in their holy zone. The bishop, looking super sus, tried to flip the script immediately. He pointed at the kid, claiming Isaac messed with the totem. Yeah, the Emperor wasn't buying that garbage. Totems are for dead demons. No way a kid hacked that. Without lagging, the Emperor shouted commands. Guard the kid from the demon and that shady bishop. Before Isaac could even say GG, yoinked to safety, leaving the bishop fuming. Classic brat movie. Zach smirked at the geezer just to be petty. But yikes, major drama was loading. The demon roared loud enough to pop ear. It wanted smoke. Mission end the saint. Yeah, that's a huge problem. That beast locked eyes on Isaac. It wanted him to leave. Guards jumped in, acting as meat shields for the kid. Even Isaac was confused. Brett, I literally summoned you. Why attack the boss? Whatever. He stayed chill. Surely, the elite knights could wreck one demon, right? Welp, that confidence vanished in 2 seconds. One knight got yeeted into a wall before he could even blink. Isaac stood there thinking, are these guys for real? Did they get their badges from a cereal box? The monster charged again, totally obsessed. Something about a trapped king? Isaac was totally lost. The guard holding him was shaken like a leaf. Watching knights get tossed like toys was pretty scary. Isaac realized he had to carry this team. Luckily, nobody spots cheat codes during a panic. The demon lunged to end him, and Isaac thought one thing. Why is everyone trying to spawn kill a baby? Also, I just broke you out of jail. Dude, and this is the thanks I get. The audacity? Nah, screw that. Isaac unleashed his scary boss aura. Straight up demon lord vibes. Instantly, the monster wet itself with pure fear. It froze up, eyes popping out like it saw a ghost. Because oops, it recognized the Skeleton King. Isaac wasn't done. Boom. Holy light everywhere. The Emperor and his crew just got jaws on the floor as the light fried the demon. The thing screamed in pain from the holy burn. Then it did the smart thing and bolt. Peace out. Danger gone. But what just went down? The guards stared at the baby who just scared off a demon. One thing was sure. This kid wasn't basic. He was totally divine. Meanwhile, Isaac was confused. Holy power. Him. Weird. He had zero clue how he pulled that off. But the battery drained super fast. Plot twist. His new body had a weird quirk. He could swap his mana for holy juice. Handy. Maybe a disaster? Totally. Because now, he couldn't charge up his dark energy. And worse, no dark mana anywhere in this holy place. Makes sense why the vibes here were so off. Tied up, yet the bishop kept yapping, whining, and blaming folks like a pro. Kept tagging the kid a total heretic, and had the nerve to say Isaac was a demon, needing a serious exorcism. For the Emperor, right? Yeah, His Majesty was officially over it. Dude just screamed about a baby being evil. Zero, chill. While he sicked a boss level demon on the knights, talk about irony. Hippoc, the Emperor, shut that down fast. No way this traitor was walking away. Big yikes for the bishop and his shady crew. One deep dive, and the Emperor would bust their spy ring. Knowing he was toast, the bishop pulled a Hail Mary, tried to sneak cast a ban spell to save his skin. A self-delete move, trading his life to ... Summon a mana beast. Objective, off the saint candidate. The thing popped out, fangs bared, locking onto target. Ready to wreck the baby, who was honestly just bored stiff. Isaac eyed the scary beast. Zero reaction. Figured he'd crush this giant pup. Easy peasy. Then, ... Oops, reality check. Dude was tapped out on mana. Burned it all just seconds ago. Suddenly, a flash lit up the field, blasting the monster before it twitched. Enter Silver Hair, looking like a total avenging action star. It was the loyal Asura, showing up with his elite knight squad to wreck anyone touching. The house's kid. Leading the pack, the boy's uncle. Zero stalling. He immediately demanded the bishop's arrest. No games, baby Isaac. Just life was sweet. Relly told the crew to salute the fam's newest VIP, Ashwa's son. Even apologized to his lil bro for the delay. Isaac had to admit, this guy was legit. No long monologues, just pure action. To fix the tardiness, they brought a gift. Isaac saw a sparkle and got hype. Gold, got tier loot. Nope, just a twisted figure of the Skeleton King getting beheaded. A memento of his own death. Yikes. Then the horror set in. There were tons of them. Figures of him burning, getting crushed, or dusted. A full set of his brutal game over moments. Everyone else was obsessing over the quality, while Isaac nearly flatlined. Knowing he's stuck with these maniacs forever. Our little murder machine was straight up hating the vibe right now. Worst part, he actually had flashbacks of these fights. Yikes, the Saints and 3 Warriors were the squad that wrecked him. Guess which fam they wrecked? Ashwa. Yep, seriously. The exact same family he just reincarnated into. Just as luck. Respawning as your enemy's kid? Bro is screaming internally. Big L. Like it couldn't get worse, the bishop started screaming. The fam, calling them total heretics for making a monster. And, nah, this wasn't just some light roasting. Old Geezer made it his mission to expose Isaac. Swore to wipe the family out. But yeah, enough of his zip it, Gramps. Relly was over it. One fast move, and he sliced the dude's throat. Didn't kill him, just sent a loud and clear message. Chill out. Old man only kept his head cause the family was feeling nice. Isaac, he was absolutely hyped. Having a beast like Relly on his team was actual goals. He wondered, could he get Relly to fight the Holy See later? With the right maybe? Knights were treating him like royalty. Hilarious, since he fought them before. He knew the Ashwas were absolute nightmares in a fight. His minions used to be scared stiff of the blue Ashwave dude. Now that Scary Warrior's just a weirdo collecting skeleton toys. The Emperor was just stoked to have Relly on his side in this mess. Saw a chance and dropped a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Wanted to officially adopt Isaac into the royal huge flex. For Isaac, that sounded straight up beautiful. Emperor wasn't just being nice though. He had a plan. New enemies, especially Gila, would be hunting the kid soon. Aswas are strong, sure, but can they stop every single threat? Isaac was still buffering, super confused by all of this. Why was everyone tripping over this? Turns out, he's got the same hair color as the Empire's founder, and for some reason, that's a massive deal. Go figure. Gets weird. People think the Skeleton King is hunting him. Total cap. Which is wild, since Isaac is the Skeleton King, but these dudes were clueless about that part. Relly wasn't having it. Made it clear. The kid's an Ashwa. Period. He's staying, family. Pope or Skeleton King comes, doesn't matter. The fam is buff enough to handle whatever comes their way. With everyone obsessed with Isaac, one name popped up. Saintess Melissa. She was dying to meet the Skeleton King. Her fam couldn't just let their direct descendants slide to the royals without knowing who he actually was. When Isaac heard that name, oh man, pure nightmare fuel. Cause fun fact, Melissa was the final boss he fought back then. Hands down, his absolute nightmare fuel. Now he's reborn in his ops fam related to the girl who totally owned him. Bro was legit wondering what the heck was happening. But before we get into his whole tragedy, let's back up and explain what a saint is. Since Skelly King kept winning, humans needed a serious buff. So, they started cooking up saints. These guys were built to be OP weapons, smiting evil with holy magic. They were top-tier knights, basically meant to hype up everyone hoping the Skeleton King would finally die. Super fast, crazy strong, and basically, worst part, they just kept leveling up. But Skelly King didn't care. He swept them like trash. Didn't kill them though, just wrecked them so bad they quit. He knew if they died, their holy vibes would reset to the gods, spawning even stronger warriors. So instead of buffing them, he just broke their spirits. Then came Melissa, the final boss and strongest foe he ever saw. She was the only one who actually almost ended him. And now, she's his ancestor. Big L, even worse. Relia, who's raising him, claimed the soul. Joba Saints was ending the Skelly King. And guess what? The Ish fam was the only one spawning them. Their main quest was to clap anyone against the gods. Many saints even sacrificed lives challenging the king, even though, again, he never actually killed him. BDW Isaac once trapped a saintess in a maze. Funny thing, he was trying to help her out. She was just trash at maps. 5 saints legit died of stress, skipped the ER, and just straight up rage quit life. Snapback time. Rely hugged Isaac, swearing to protect him even if he was cursed. But really, Isaac was dying inside, 'cause he's the victim. Rely was obsessed with giving the kid one main goal: be anything but the Skeleton King. Which is jokes, 'cause he's literally the baby version of their big enemy. Isaac felt bad, mentally saying sorry for ruining their dreams. The Emperor, though, was being way more chill. He told Rely to use his brain. King's been gone a century. Chill. That's when Isaac realized something huge. He respawned way in the future, meaning Melissa, the girl who made his life hell, was long gone. The Demon King finally relaxed a bit. Emperor wasn't quitting. He said Isaac's powers were too OP to lose, way too important. He noted there weren't any saints from the house of Schwa on duty, which makes Isaac staying with him a total no-brainer. Meanwhile, our boy was sitting there with his brain completely fried. Just 1 year in this world, and Puff Parents gone like a magic trick. The universe really looked at him and said, L plus ratio, kid, good luck. Then bam, 8 massive truth bombs dropped on his head. But the absolute worst part, finding out his mom was the head saint. Yeah, his soul tried to yeet itself right out. Oh, and get this. Remember how he thought Melissa was toast? Big nope. Turns out that Susstalker is still alive and kicking serious butt. Surviving for nearly 2 centuries, that is straight up nightmare fuel. Isaac felt a migraine coming on. Even the Emperor saw he was totally shook. Isaac knew it, his life was officially over. If his nemesis is still kicking, she'll wreck him the second she finds out he's the Skeleton King. He could see the ending now. One wrong move, and he gets deleted. No way is he fighting a boss battle in a tiny baby body. Facing total doom, he made the pro play. He picked the Imperial squad. Somehow, his panic looked so cute he almost cringed at his own charm. Relly wasn't gonna let that slide though. Trying to save face, he claimed Isaac was just being a friendly baby. Just vibes. But the Emperor wasn't buying it. He insisted on adopting the kid, flexing that Imperial perks are way better. On the flip side, Relly argued his house is basically built for raising saints. Kid's gonna slay demons, right? Who better to teach him than the pros? So, in a scene that was equal parts cringe and funny, these grown men started beefing like toddlers, fighting over limbs while Isaac dangled there like a prize at an arcade. But our boy wasn't gonna let RNG decide his fate. He already picked his team. To stay alive, he turned to the Emperor and locked in his choice. Because let's be real, the Emperor is his only shield against game over. Cut to the annoying bishop standing in front of his cult crew, still yapping about the kid being linked to the Demon King. His bosses were totally done with his drama though. They weren't buying that holy light in a demon kid. Conspiracy theory. That's just clown behavior. Desperate, the bishop swore he saw the kid use mana with his own 2 eyes. But the Holy Seat squad had already decided, and they aren't exactly the chill type. No hesitation day. Chopped his head off. Talk about a banhammer. Head hits the floor, and the leader didn't even blink. He wasn't about to waste energy hunting the kid. He figured the Emperor was going to carry Isaac anyway. Once that went down, they'd have plenty of shots to handle him. Except this time, it was going to get super personal. Meanwhile, Isaac realizes the Ishwa clan totally snagged him. How? Rewind. Random light beam freaks everyone out of nowhere. Then boom, Rala does something completely wild. Dude literally hands over his own kid. Claims his crib is to trash for Isaac. Father of the year. Right? But the real Isaac learns the Ishwas are hoarding the Skeleton King's bones. Yep, his bones. His precious bod. And they just mention it casually. Seriously. Isaac doesn't stall. He grabs Rai's finger and pivots instantly. New strut. Roll with the Ishwa squad. One cute smile destroys the big bro. Gee, so that's how he ditched the royals for the Ishwa. But don't trip. This isn't some lucky break. No, he's hauled to the army to heist his own skeleton back. Not just any bones monopicked enough to box with gods. Secure the bag, and he's basically invincible again. But hold up, plot twist incoming. Rely suddenly goes full survival mode, radiating panic. If he's stressing this hard, it means one thing. Sticking with the Ishwas is Isaac's only survival ticket. Awesome. Exactly what he hates, relying on others. But there's drama afoot. Why's the Pope's squad thirsty for Isaac? Even he's confused. Apparently, a new prophecy dropped. A saint is born. A literal godchild. And guess who matches the vibe? Yup, Isaac. Major bad news for the Barrett clan. They've monopolized the Pope role for ages. Now, a saint steals their thunder. No wonder they're salty. Isaac was blindsided. The Pope ain't just a mascot. He's the top healer, slinging 10th rank spells solo. Dude's power is Emperor level with a Holy Knight squad to boot. So yeah, the Barretts are totally losing their marbles. Makes sense. They've hogged divine power for centuries. And now, poof, it's vanishing. Suddenly, the driver runs to Rely, looking totally shook. Trouble. Some dudes are blocking the Dutchy gate. Just great. Rely, already stressed, totally snaps. He screams, asking why they'd stop a family crest ride. But twist, these aren't random trolls. Nope, they're straight-up demons. And their only goal: delete the Saint Kid. Isaac didn't plan on dying today. Yet, here we are. What is the new Demon King's deal? The demons brag about the order. Saints and their kind get clapped on sight. Boom. Isaac's hunch was spot on. New demon boss tossed old rules. So these goons are blindly attacking their irony overload. Clueless demons propose a generous trade. Give us the kid, we won't kill you. Reli's reply. Zap. One lightning bolt later. Demon dude is literal dust. He's livid. These creeps tried that on an Ashwa exorcist. Blade out. Reli drops a savage vow. Ashwa fam won't stop till every monster is toast. Squad draws swords. Vibe check passed. Ready to yeet these demons to the underworld? Isaac's just laughing at his old minions wanting his bod. Demon standards have tanked. But then, chaos spikes. Triggered demons rush in, starting a brawl. Guard grabs Isaac to keep him safe. Bailing from the fight. Isaac is totally confused. If he's the king, who's the faker posing as him? They stuff Isaac in a bush? A magic barrier bush. Top-tier demons can't crack it. He's safe, but there's a snag. Stuck inside, nah, magic time. He focuses, and in a super dramatic cosmic trance, he summons the Watcher from the void. Ghost Spirit pops up, hyped to see his boss. Before he can fanboy, Isaac shushes him. No explosions today, thanks. This radar ghost got a personality and is super proud. He literally applauds the evil genius plan of becoming a baby. The ghost is MAD. His master is caged in a barrier. How dare they diss the Skeleton King? Isaac, over it, cuts to rant and demands a scan. Spirit scans 100 meters. 88 enemies. Weak sauce compared to Isaac, but that's not it. The issue is the massive crowd. Long fight equals tight security. Total pain later. Decision made. No more stalling. He preps a mana nuke to wreck everything. Wait. Enemy count is tanking fast. 31 left, then boom. 30. What on earth is happening out there? For demons left. Realize alert. Monster incoming. The demons? Oh, they're stoked. They think a pro ally is here to crush the saint. But nope, that ain't it. Shocking twist. This ally flips on the demons and deletes them. Then, the Shadow Lich pulls up to the battle, looking totally savage. Yeah, that OP demon who beefed with Isaac earlier? Spoiler, he is super salty. Turns out, Lychee knows Isaac's real ID from last time. Major drama. He's a mega fan seeing King Isaac stuck in a kid bod. Total insult. Because Isaac freed him, Lychee's a total stand now, ready to serve 24/7. Vibes are crazy tense. Lich stares down the defense. Reli is totally clueless on the sitch. Luckily, humans don't speak demon, or Isaac would be hunted. He's playing 40 chess. He knows the truth, and the humans are stressing hard. Suddenly, a scream pops off behind the shield. Isaac knights, the baby, while Shadow Lich acts up. Bro is literally melting. Master noticed him. He's fangirling so hard right now. He ignores the noops and locks on Isaac. Reli's crew is just confused. They think Lychee's gonna smack the kid. Nah, he's chill. Just mad as King is stuck in a tiny box. Isaac ain't wasting seconds though. He tells Lich to smash the shield. Boom. Gone in one hit. Order done. Release squad. Panicking. Freaking out Isaac. Loving the reunion vibes. Then, plot twist. He betrays Lychee, stuffing him in a totem. Lich is heartbroken and totally lost. Protecting his king 1 sec. Trapped the next. Oof. Reli stands there, brain lagging. Did a baby just totemize a boss demon? For real. Yup, saw it live. Knights hype Isaac up like he's a literal god or something. Thought he used holy magic? Spoiler, he didn't. He used mana, not holy stuff. Reli is clueless though. Thinks it was a holy spell. But zero divine vibes came out. Total mystery. Instead of asking, Knights think the kid just has crazy instincts. Thinking Isaac was the Lich's biggest nightmare. Reli rethinks things, cause he needs to level up his brain. Blue Tea Meter steps up, swearing to protect Isaac for life. That's a big W. Reli finally gets how clueless he was. Too scared of the curse to see the obvious win right there. This kid's no burden. He's the family's MVP. So, Reli makes his move. Bro grabs the kid, swearing to mold him into an epic holy knight. Isaac flashes a smile that screams total innocence. But internally, he is plotting big time while Reli hallucinates. A glorious future. Isaac just wants his original body back. Meanwhile, Reli vows to protect him, citing his short lifespan. Wait, pause. Isaac's brain just did a full reboot. Rewind a sec. Did he just say short life? Excuse me. Whatever? Skip to the Ishwad Duchy, his alleged safe zone, and dang, talk about a flex. The place is dripping in gold. Isaac, honestly, he feels totally played right now. Back home, his demon crew is starving, while he hustled to survive. Meanwhile, these dudes are living that ultra-luxury lifestyle. His scan proves one statue costs 10 demon castles. 10. They have tech mogul money, and Isaac is absolutely fuming. Relly gently tucks the kid into his carrier like a fragile gem. This crib isn't just rich. It is a legendary Slayer spawn point. Relly wants him to watch training so he can join the squad later. Just peachy. Exactly what Isaac craved: VIP seats to his own trauma. Right on cue, knights are absolutely destroying a demon dummy. Isaac watches, realizing one thing. He is totally cooked. If they clock his real identity, it is instant game over. But even with the bad vibes, his mission stays the same. He is gonna roast the Emperor and hijack this duchy. His spell thinks he is being petty, hating on kids. Does he care? Nope. His spirit scans and bingamana cores everywhere. Finally, a decent win. Just then, Relly gets home and orders a room prepped for Isaac. But hold up, a butler nervously cuts in. New orders just dropped. Isaac goes to the annex, not the house. Why, though? The fifth young master has beef with him. Relly is livid. That annex is sketchy. People literally died there. And now Isaac has to move in. Just fantastic. Isaac, though, is loving this internal family drama. Dysfunction is tasty. Relly just doesn't get his bro's logic. Isaac is obviously salty about being exiled until his spell flags a ton of mana cores in the annex. Huh? Maybe this isn't a total flop after all. But Relly refuses to dump the kid in a haunted shack. Instead, he tries reading holy texts as bedtime stories. And suddenly, Isaac realizes he is in literal purgatory. As they leave, the fifth brother appears, radiating pure ego. He immediately brings up his command to exile the boy. And boom, Isaac is suddenly staring down. Galswa, the fifth bro in the family line. Isaac takes one look. Textbook delinquent. Thinks he's the main character, obviously. Worse, he treats Isaac like air. Total rudeness. Kid's an object to him. Rely on having it. Isaac is basically convinced by now. This clown leads the We Hate Isaac Club. Why beef with a 1-year-old? Seriously. Though, the annex trip actually sounds beats listening to this endless yacht fest. But Gowell keeps roasting the kid for sport. Isaac is lost. Why fight a literal baby? The pettiness is astronomical. No cap. Whatever Isaac wants those mana cores, Rely shuts it down. Hilla cursed. Then it finally clicks for Isaac. Oof! He almost fumbled the bag big time. Plan. Drain cores. Become Pope. Fight gods. Goals. Still yapping about that demon. To him, that's the absolute smoking gun. Kid's 100% cursed. Blue leader steps up. Isaac won that fight. They claim Saint powers. Goel shrugs. He just keeps calling Isaac a pile of trash, which is super annoying. Even his magic sensor is feeling the shade. It wants to drop a meteor on his head. Gowell admits Isaac might be a saint, but he's got a sneaky agenda brewing. He points at the crest. Put him to work. He wants Isaac to fix their lords. Holy tree. Yeah, that dead one. Croaked ages ago from demon mana. If Isaac's a saint, he can res it, right? No pressure, obviously. Just revive an ancient tree, baby style. Rely thinks he's crazy. Isaac realizes Melissa's grandkids are totally unhinged. One son dipped, another adopted. Now that she left pure chaos. Then Isaac spots it. He eats his spirit sensor right at it. Tree's been dead for 70 years. And this psycho expects a toddler to magically fix it instantly. They froze. The holy tree was glowing up. Totally lit again. Gowell lagged out, stuttering like a glitchy NPC. Isaac, though Mezio chill. No biggie to him. Spirit slurped a bad juju. Boom. Fixed. Realize crew? Shuketh. Even Rely is buffering hard right now. Crowds hyping, thinking the kid pulled another miracle. Go well. Nope. Not buying this crud. Can't process that a tiny top pulled a god move his fam couldn't touch. Exorcism. Now this, for real. Goel thinks his bro is trolling him big time. Salty. He yells at Rely for faking it with Saint Hacks. Drama queen. His rage just made it way worse. Isaac watches thinking, this fam needs therapy. Stat, wilder than demons. For real. But wait, it gets weirder. Gawa looks nothing like Melissa. Sus vibes. He looks way too much like the Pope's fam. Coincidence? Yeah, right. Goel goes feral, screaming at Reliva. He's faking, since Ashwa already has a candidate. Hold up, Isaac has a rival. News to him. Gao's totally standing, the other dude. Isaac stands there wondering if this new guy is a total clown like these psychos. Rely tries to chill him, saying the kid is legit boss material. But nah, he ain't listening. Rose is his big bro, calling him a chicken for dipping. Now Isaac's treated like some random outcast. In the fam, which is standard for this mess, Gowell keeps yapping, drops a crazy theory. Isaac ain't even kin. Face screams, Saint, not us. That did it. Rely, big mad. No talk, just Dex Gow, right in the Tell Kaio for talking smack. Isaac though, he's loving the drama show. Popcorn. Actually, it's just a beat. Reela's destroying go. Isaac digs the chaos. Perfect chance to swipe the crown later. Their beef makes his grind easier, but the demon spirit buzzkills his vibe. If the house falls, he's toast too. Bad plan, fam? Next up, Isaac played the part of helpless baby, chilling like a potato in the surrounded by family VIPs who definitely wanted him yeeted out. The tension was so thick a spoon could slice it. Everyone glared like they were ready to square up with a baby. Just as it was getting spicy, Hannah Ashwa shut it down with one icy order. She made it clear. Her word was law. Period. The kid gets raised in the boonies, far from the hype. Then she stared Rely, like, bro, what is wrong with you? Hannah had zero chill about it. Her voice was pure venom. Isaac got the memo loud and clear. She picked a side, and spoiler alert, it wasn't his. Meanwhile, Gowel flexing a busted nose and an ego the size of Jupiter looked like the king of smug nation. Zero humility found. Still super annoying and painfully made. Rely didn't even bother answering Hannah, straight up. Instead, he played it cool. The big boss isn't here to decide though. Hannah clapped back that he was busy with the same drama. Classic dodge. Then came the mic drop. Rely just casually spilled the tea about the kid sitting there. Isaac revived the holy tree. The whole room basically crashed. Goel and the squad froze, totally shook. He tried to cap, but the rest of the fam was shook. Even the head honcho couldn't fix that tree problem. So how did a baby do it? Hannah, being practical, called cap. No proof. She wasn't buying the hype. That's when Isaac decided he was done with their trash talk. He flexed his magic, dropping a glowing crystal like a boss. The silence? Absolutely priceless. Smug faces wiped. They had to face facts. The baby is the goat. He purified the tree's nasty mana and brought the receipts. Some were still buffering, wondering how a newborn pulled a pro move. Honestly, if he'd messed up even a tiny bit, the tree would be toast. That's why the boss was so obsessed with a safe fix back then. Goel looked like his brain was about to crash. He couldn't believe people were buying this nonsense. He started raging at the boomers, asking how on earth they believed a literal infant could pull off the impossible. He even threw shade at his ex-looks, pointing at the blonde kid, claiming he didn't match the family aesthetic. Isaac was just vibing, chilling while everyone lost their minds. Then Rely stepped up, again, hyped, saying the kid did what nobody could in 70 years. He even said Isaac could be a saint or pope if he grinded for it. Isaac, to be fair, was still just rolling with it until someone crossed the line, held him high like the Lion King, and proposed yeeting him at the bony boss. Yeah, that was a hard note. Old dude snapped to attention hearing their arch nemesis named. Hannah smirked, figuring Ree just dug his own grave with that dumb plan. So, she cooked up a test for the boy. Nothing. Chill, obviously. She wanted him to raid the holy vault to prove he wasn't total trash. Sure, the tot fixed a magic tree, but can he vibe with a cursed item? Cut to the patriarch. The cranky grandpa gets a notification. Somebody wants the keys to the holy loot room. First thought, no way. Outsiders are banned. But, wait, plot twist. It's his own dang grandson. Dude almost choked, realizing his own bloodline rebooted the magic tree. A family saint? Gotta be a glitch in the matrix. Elias Swa, the big boss, is still like, nah, shut it down. That gadget is hard. Only true saints survive the crazy. But while he's ranting, boom, Melissa struts in like a literal goddess. All glowy and royal. She hears it's Isaac and doesn't even flinch. The kid revived a legit holy tree. Of course she's hyped. Melissa flips the script. She wants every saint wanna be tested right now. Risky cause some kid might loot the place, but she's chill with it. If they pull it off, they're strong enough to wreck the Skeleton King. To make it spicy, she adds a sweet prize. Winner takes the family's legendary bling. Plus, she'll teach M the secret family move. Talk about motivation. So, what's this relic locker? Not just a fancy closet. It's an ancient battlefield stuffed with secrets, locked up for thousands of years. Asura property guarded by saints. Only kids under 10 allowed. What? Adults would probably just drop dead. It's a twisted rite of passage. A risky game where saint candidates loot gear and gain random powers. Emphasis on random. Lots didn't make it out. After enough kid casualties, the vault locks down. Isaac's demon buddy is loving this, roasting him about dying inside. But Isaac, the crazy genius tot, is totally pumped. One mission, grab his original body from that cursed locker. Then the blue captain drops a bomb. New orders from the Big Mama. The vault's open to all. 5 kids from every major house. It's gonna be a total brawl. But everyone's betting on Isaac like he's the MC. Honestly, he's cool with it. More rivals equal more chaos. More chances to be sneaky and pull stunts. Classic decoy. Before he goes, Rely grabs him with a warning. Battlefield demons inside. Isaac's like easy, figuring they'll be total wimps. One hit GG, but Rely drops the bomb. 8th ranked demons. Baby Isaac's soul literally yeeted out of his body. But wait, it gets worse. There's a 9th rank dragon too. Even the demon spirit is like, these Asuras are nuts. Who puts a freaking dragon in a toddler death maze? Demon's chill though. He thinks it's no big deal. Thinks his boss knows dragons. Nope. Isaac is sweating buckets, biting his nails off. Why? He scammed dragons back in the day? Sold them like junk cars. Now they got major beef. The L clock is so on site. The demon spirit is already plotting to unsubscribe from this mess. Baby Einstein needs a strut. Current level? Rank 6 demons. Tops. New plan. Raid the annex for those mana cores. Priority, numero, but man, Isaac is totally losing it. Clutching a Kill Skeleton King guide, speed reading like a maniac. Socks, he has 0 holy stats. Can't learn the spells either. Use magic here. They'll brand him a demon. Instant game over. Flunkin' holy theory too. Kids built to hustle, not pray. Rely finally comes back to scoop him up. Long day. He needs 16 hours of sleep to be a proper murder baby. Recasts, regen. Full HP, Isaac starts fanboying hard. Begs Re to show him the glorious attack spells. Dima chimes in. Yo, we still gotta hit the annex. So Isaac pulls an Oscar-worthy performance. Fake sleep, instantly, snoring, Limperly buys at wholesale. Even the spirit is shook. These guys are way too gullible. Isaac snaps awake the second he hears drama about that totem. They were gonna lock it up for safekeeping. Disaster, since he needs it to respawn later. Poor dude looked ready to bawl his soul out. No totem, no mana core, 0 survival odds for the next few days. Panic mode on, plotting an annex heist like it's Ocean's 11. With full mission, impossible vibes. Isaac does a tactical crawl to the exit. Signals to spirit. He has a plan. Sketchy, but it's something. But as he hits the floor, reality face plants him. Rely locked the door. Added a holy seal just to be extra. Classic. Isaac begs the spirit to smash it, but he stalls. That move would trigger every alarm in the building. One slip, and he's outed as a demon, or worse. While brainstorming plan B, the door slams open. Into his face, and guess who waltzes in? Shuri, some 5-year-old brat, Isaac's rival for the spot. Yeah, you heard me. A rival? Pine-sized genius is salty a literal baby outplayed him. Marcia's inflexing, claiming he's gonna be the saint no matter what. Now Isaac's beefing with a 5-year-old like it's a turf war. 0 chill. Isaac straight up bonked the kid's face with a wooden mallet. Not lethal, just a solid vibe check to show who's the alpha toddler. Shuri shrieked in pain, but Isaac was just getting started. He chased him down, handing out slaps till Shuri popped a holy shield. Isaac paused. Whoa, the brat knows barrier magic. Legit? Then things got crazy. Shuri charged a rank 3, spell like a nuke. Isaac was impressed, then totally flexed on him by dropping a soapy barrier that blocked the hit like it was nothing. Shuri's jaw hit the floor. A baby casting pro magic. Unreal. Brain broken. Isaac wasn't done trolling yet. He pointed like a smug villain, daring him to retry. Loving the bully life. The demon spirit chimed in, reminding him not to murk the air, but Isaac wasn't going full psycho. None of his hits were meant to kill, just wanted to rattle the little punk. Humiliated, Shuri spat, trash talk till the Shadow Lich pulled up. Yup. The Nightmare Guard who deletes foes first, asks never. The second Shuri touched Isaac, Death Incarnate appeared. Kid dropped, shaking and pleading, basically wetting his pants. Isaac just stared him down, like a drama villain, smirking. You're my Uber now, scrub. No shame, 0 mercy, just pure baby savage mode. Shuri, 5. Basically a glorified taxi driver for a psycho tot and his skeleton bouncer. Cut to the mini-boss. Yup, Extamin Lord treating Shuri like a pony ride. Kid grips his bottle like a GPS, screaming, to the annex, peasant. Shuri's dragging feet, hating this unplanned nanny gig. Just as he tries to complain, ... Bam. Shadow Lich hits him with that, shut it or die, death glare. That zipped his lip. Skip ahead. Shuri's wheezing, hauling the diaper dictator to the spooky spot. One look at the creep fest and the 5-year-old's knees melt. Dude, that's the cursed zone. Word is it, straight up deletes people. Called bandit for a reason. Shuri spiraling while the tot and go scheme like it's chill. Isaac's eyes totally light up. Mana vibes here are insane. Practically dripping off the walls. Best gym ever, if you're nuts. Yanks Shuri's ear like a controller, but the dude stalls, yapping about safety. Tough luck, bro. Whisper jump scares him into next week. Bo! Shuri's shaking, totally obedient. Inside, a total wreck. Whisper scans the vibe and spills the tea. Magic force fields seal every single exit tight. Isaac is salty, like dying before a save point. Shuri, losing it. He begs to split, but the tot has 0 chill. Isaac yanks the doo-doo-colored hair and marches on. They spy creeping paintings of old dudes judging them. Shuri gives the lore. Isaac asks, You, the next big boss. Dude lights up, bragging he'll definitely take the crown. Mini-villain just plotting something wicked. Seeing shields on the art, he draws his glowing red bottle. Yup, his wand smashes the magic wall like it's blocks. Shuri is basically sobbing salty tears. Now, he cries, sacrilege, while Isaac questions the weird security. Whisper says open, and the chaos tot grins. He hops off, hits a stunt roll, and books it to the exit. Shuri shrieks, where you running off to? Bam! The door slams right in his mug. Whisper seals it. Poor kid is locked out cold. Villain mode activated. Go wet. Time to slurp mana. Shuri snaps, threatens to snitch, and pounds the wood. Then the real nightmare starts. The grown-ups arrive. Bad luck. Nope. Pure karma, coming for him. He tries to tattle, but Granny storms in, screaming. Shuri goes, sheet white, instantly. No excuses. She blasts him for endangering the babe. We saw you toting him like luggage, she yells. Then the bomb. Did you mess up his room's magic? Shuri freezes. Nobody would buy the truth anyway. That a diaper wearer hacked divine shields and bullied him. That silence seals his doom. R.I.P. his reputation. Uncle Relly steps up, oozing disappointed dad vibes. His expression is grim as the grave. No jokes. Just the screwed up glare. It stings. He roasts Shuri for picking on a newborn, fighting a kid still on the bottle. Really brutal. Then he gently knocks, asking if the baby is stuck. Total pro move. The door creaks open to reveal Isaac acting, terrified, shaking, and faking tears perfectly. The old dame sprints over in a frenzy, panicking, coddling the abandoned little angel. She's devastated. Shuri is about to spontaneously He glares at the fraud, ready to blow his top. Fists clenched, eye twitching, ready to fight a baby? Then, the dam breaks. Shuri screams like a banshee. Granny is totally confused. Yo, why is this 5-year-old beefing with a baby? Maybe the cold froze his last working brain cell. Isaac is just vibing in Rai's arms, living the dream. Tiny fists clenched, sipping that magic like sweet tea. The cheeky look. Gremlin is totally stoked. He just snagged a mana stash that takes ages to grind. Now it is his. Homie is locked in with a plan. That energy is gonna fuel his next chaotic scene.